Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning. Myself Muralidhar Reddy. I'm a DevOps consultant and solution architect. Now we are going to discussing about what is VPC peering. Why we use VPC peering? We will discuss that one. Okay. First, what is VPC peering? VPC peering is a network connection between two different VPCs that allow you to route the traffic between them using private IP address. Let's take example. You have a two different VPCs. Basically, default both VPCs are isolated, right? It means like one VPC resources cannot talk with, cannot access with another VPC resources, right? So if you use this VPC peering, right, we can set up the connectivity between these two different VPCs so that the traffic with the traffic between route the traffic between that using the private IP addresses only. Okay. In this particular same network, if once we set up this VPC peering, right, instance in the either VPC can communicate with each other if they are within the same network. If you any two different VPCs, if you set up the peering, right, it means like after setting that peering connection, yeah, one VPC instances can talk with, communicate with another VPC instances. Okay. And VPC peering allows for seamless communication across the different VPCs and also different AWS account or same AWS account, and also even it will be support the to different regions as well. Remember, guys, this is the one of the use case, like in interview level, they will ask the question, hey Murli, we have two different VPCs. Is there any possibility to set up the communication between these two VPCs? Then what we can do, right? We can follow the one of the processes VPC peering, and the second process is TGW. Third one is transit VPC. Depends on project to project, they may follow different process, but in our case, right, we are going to discuss the VPC peering. Okay, understand that? The VPC peering. Once we set up the peering connection, those inside this particular two different VPCs resources can communicate each other. Okay, and coming to the key points, first one is you can create the VPC peering connection between with your own VPCs. Okay, different AWS account and also different regions as well. Okay, within same AWS account or different AWS account with the same regions and with different regions also, we can set up the VPC peering connection. Okay, and also VPC peering connection is one-to-one relationship between two VPCs. It means like, let's take example, you have A, B, C. Okay, if you set up A to B, okay, A to C, it means like it should not be it is not having access for B to C. Okay, understand that? It is a one-to-one relationship only. Okay, one-to-one relationship only. You can create a multiple VPC peerings connection for each VPC. Each VPC, right? Single VPC, we can create multiple peering connections. It will be support. And also remember, guys, this particular VPC peering, right? It won't be support. Transitive peering relations are not support. It means like, as I said earlier, if you have a B, C, okay, if you set up A to B, okay, if you set up A to C, you may think like, hey, we already set up A to B and A to C. It means like it should be having a connectivity B to C. No, it won't. Okay, understand, right? That's why the transitive peering relationship not support. Okay, and also there is no single point of failure for communication or bandwidth bottleneck. Okay, and the one more thing, right? This VPC peering connection helps facilitators to transfer the data. If you want to be transfer any data from one VPC to another VPC, right? This VPC peering help us. Okay, and also remember one more thing: whatever traffic is transferring from one VPC to another VPC, right? The traffic will go through IP private IPs only. It should not be go. It won't be go through public. It will be go through private only. Okay, understand that? These are the key points. Again, I'm telling, we can create the VPC peering with the same AWS account, different AWS account, same region, different regions also we can set up the VPC peering connection. And one more thing you have to remember, the particular whenever you are trying to set up peering connection, right? Two different VPCs CADR should not be overlap. Should not be overlap. It means like example, you have a 10.0.0 series, one VPC, another VPC, you have a 10.0.0. Okay, you can't set up peering connection. Remember, guys. Okay, it should be two different VPC CADR ranges so that you can set up the peering connection. Okay, and also it is a one-to-one peering only, and also the data will be transferred over the, it will be what it is not over the internet. It will be transferred the data through private IP only. Okay, this is the one of the advantage. Okay. And one more thing, we can see the diagram so that you will get some idea. Example, you have a VPC A and that range is 10 series, and here you have a one subnet. You have created one EC2 instance inside the particular subnet. And we have another VPC. Here also we have a subnet, and this in subnet we have created the EC2. If you observe here, one is 10 series, second one is 192.168 series. Currently, it is not overlapping. So we can set up the peering connection. And one more thing, we have two different VPCs, two different EC2 instances. By default, we don't have connectivity, right? Now what we have to do, we need to set up the connectivity. We are using VPC peering. For that one, right, what you have to do, we need to set up the VPC peering connection between this VPC and VPC B, and then we can test the connectivity. We can test the connectivity using ping command. Remember guys, we will be set up like this. One of the most important, we can set up either VPC peering, transit gateway, transit VPC, but at least you should be aware of any one of that one. Otherwise, right, they can easily identify, okay, this guy is not work real time. The reason is we will be always, remember guys, in real time, right, we have two different VPCs. We always set up the peering connection. Some of the reasons, like example, we have two different dev VPCs. Okay, then what we will do, right, we need to set, if you want to be communicate one dev VPC resources to another dev VPC, we will be set up it. In case if we require prod to dev, depends on use cases will be, we require the peering connection. Okay, understand that? Peering connection. Only one drawback, this VPC peering, right? It is a one-to-one only. It is one-to-one peering only. Okay, it won't be support. Transitive. That's why we'll be use transitive. That's why we'll be use the either transit VPC or transit gateway. But remember, again, I'm telling at least basic idea. Please try to know this at least VPC peering. Okay. Now we can go to the AWS account. Okay, this particular VPC peering is region specific. Currently, I'm in North Virginia. Okay, here you can type it VPC. Okay, in this particular under VPC only, we can see the peering connection option. Okay, go to the VPC. Okay, currently, if you see here, right, your VPCs. Now I can see the two different VPCs. One is dev VPC and another one default VPC, two different CADR ranges. If you observe here, two different CADR ranges. Okay, fine. Now we are good with this. We have two different VPCs example. Now, if you want to be set up, what you have to do, here we have an option peering connection. Go to here and create a peering connection. And here you have to give the peering connection name. Example VPC A to VPC B. Okay. And then here you have to select the source. Source is the dev. And if you see here we have a 10 series, and also here which is same account and a different region or same region. Okay, if different another account, we have to provide the another account ID, and then here which is same region or different region, you have to declare that one, and also you have to provide the VPC ID. Okay, and then you have to create the specific peering connection. I will show you later part practical so that you will get some idea. Okay, again I'm telling VPC peering, at least you should be aware of that VPC peering. One of the most important question interview level. Hey Murli, I have two different VPCs. I need to connect one VPC resource to another VPC. What are the possible ways? One is we can use the VPC peering. Okay, second one is transit gateway, transit VPC. Okay, and when you say that we can use the VPC peering, they may ask question, hey Murli, VPC peering is one-to-one, right? But in our case, we have a lot of VPCs. Is there any other alternative option? Yes, we have option. We can use the TGW. It will act as a central hub, and we can attach the multiple sub VPCs. Okay, that VPC transit gateway concept also we can discuss later part, but currently we are discussing about VPC peering. Next, we will be discussing about types of VPC peerings, and then we can create and also we can see the practical as well, so that you will get some idea. Okay, any questions now? Any questions now? Now we are going to discussing about types of VPC peering. There are different types of VPC peerings. We can see that diagram so that you will get some idea. Okay. And coming to that here, one is intra-region VPC peering, and second one is inter-region VPC peering. Intra is nothing but same region. Remember guys, intra is nothing but same region. VPC peering we can set up. Inter-region is nothing but two different regions in AWS, right? North Virginia, Oregon region. If you want to set up the peering connection, we can call it as a inter-region VPC peering. In this particular intra and inter-region VPC peering, we have two different things. One is within the same account, intra-region within the same account. It means like if you have a AWS account within the same AWS account, we'll be set up that particular intra-region VPC peering. If we have a different accounts, right, we can set up the intra-region VPC peering. Example, like if same account North Virginia, if we have a two different VPCs, we can call it as a intra-region VPC peering with the same AWS account. In case if we have a two different AWS accounts with the same region, if you are trying to set up, right, we can call it as a intra-region VPC peering, different AWS account. And the next thing is inter-region VPC peering. And coming to that inter-region VPC peering also, we can set up with the same AWS account. If we have a two different regions with the different VPCs, if you want to set up that peering connection, we can use the inter-region VPC peering with the same AWS account. In case if we have a two different AWS accounts with the different regions, right, we can call it as the inter-region VPC peering, different AWS account. Okay, understand that? We can see the diagram so that you will get some idea. For that one, right, first we can see that intra-region VPC peering within the same AWS account. For that one, right, example, you have a AWS account. Inside the AWS account, we have a North Virginia. Okay, inside the North Virginia, we have a VPCA. Inside the VPCA, the range is 10 series. And also we have a VPCB, the range is 192.168 series. By default, as I said, right, we don't have any connectivity. We have to set up the connectivity, either VPC peering, transit gateway, and transit VPC, we can use it. Example, if you want to set up the VPC peering, right, we can set up the VPC peering connection and we can test the connectivity. Remember, guys, one thing, whether you really work or not, they can easily identify, hey, Murli, we have two different VPCs with the same CADR range. Is it possible to set up that VPC peering? No, it won't be support. It should not be overlapping. Not only for VPC peering, transit gateway or transit VPC, the VPC should CADR range should not be overlapping. Okay, understand that? This is the intra-region VPC peering with the same AWS account. Again, I'm repeating. We have AWS account. We have a region, North Virginia. Here we have two different VPCs. We are setting the VPC peering connection and we are doing the connectivity. Okay, and same thing, if you want to be set up intra-region VPC peering with a different AWS account, how do we do? Let's see the diagram. Okay, don't worry, guys. I will show you later for practical. Just I'm showcasing the diagram so that you will get some idea. For that one, right, we have two different AWS account. One is account 1 and account 2. Okay, here we can see that North Virginia account 1 and also we have a North Virginia account 2. Here we are setting that VPCA and we have a VPCB. We are doing the setup connectivity. Okay, here we can see the 10 series and also 192 series. Okay, here we are doing the setup VPC peering connection, and then once it is done, right, we can test the connectivity. Same to same. Earlier we discussed intra-region with the same AWS account. It means same AWS account. We have two different VPCs with the same region. But here two different AWS account with the same regions, and we are setting the VPC peering connection. Okay, understand that intra is nothing but same region. Okay, now we can see that particular inter-region VPC peering within the same AWS account so that you will get some idea. Example, we have AWS account. We have two different regions. Example, North Virginia, Oregon region. Here, if you want to set up in North Virginia, we have a VPC. Here, the range is 10 series. And also we have a VPCB in Oregon region. That is the 192 series. And also we have each subnet, each VPC, we have a subnet. And also we have a EC2 instance. And by default, it won't be any communication. If you want, you can set up the VPC peering connection. We can call it as a inter-region VPC peering, same AWS account. Inter-region VPC peering, same AWS account. Understand that? We will be test the connectivity. Final one is right. We can set up the intra-region VPC peering. Give me 1 second. Inter-region VPC peering with a different AWS account. Same, we have two different AWS accounts. We have a North Virginia and also Oregon region. Here we have a VPCA and VPCB. Okay, and also we can see here in VPCB, I mean account 2, we have a VPCB 192 series. By default, it won't be any communication. We need to set up the connectivity using VPC peering or transit gateway or transit VPC. In our case, VPC peering, and then we will be test the connectivity. Understand that? This is the process of setting up the peering connection with the same AWS account, different AWS account, same regions and different AWS regions. Okay, understand that? Any questions now? So remember, guys, This is the only theory part. Later part, we will see that one by one practical as well, so that you will get some idea. And remember, whether you really work or not, they can easy to identify. At least if you are not aware of VPC peering setup, how we can do that. So they can easy to identify, okay, this guy is just learn and they're trying to get the job, because in real time, we have a different VPCs. Mostly we'll be set up the VPC peering connection, or transit gateway, transit VPC for multiple VPCs. Okay, understand that? Any questions now? Now we are going to discussing about intra-region VPC peering, same account. Okay, how do we set up and how do we create a peering between same region with the same account? Okay, let's see. Before going to create, right? Now I'm going to show you the diagram so that you'll get some idea. So intra-region means, intra means it is the same region, okay, with the same account. Okay, understand, right? Now if you go here, we have AWS account. Inside the AWS account, so we have a region. Let's take an example, North Virginia. Okay, inside the North Virginia, we have a one VPCA. That VPCA CADR range is 10.0.0/16. Example I'm taking. Okay, and inside this particular VPCA, we have a one subnet. The subnet name CADR range is 10.0.1.0/24. Okay, this is the VPCA. And the same, we can create a VPCB also. This particular VPCB, the range is 192.168.0.0/16. Okay, inside this particular VPCB, we will be create a one subnet. The subnet range is 192.168.1.0/24. Okay, but if you observe in the same region, VPC and VPCB, by default, do you have any connectivity? No. As I said earlier, VPC is isolated. Isolated means there is no any communication between, by default, there is no any communication between VPC and VPCB. Okay. In case if you want to be set up, we can use one way is VPC peering. We can set the VPC peering between VPC and VPCB, VPC and VPCB, and then we can launch one EC2 instance inside the particular VPC and VPCB, and we will test it whether it is working or not. Okay, we can test the connection. Okay, understand, right? Let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. Okay, for that one, right, we have a tech call with AWS 02 Hero GitHub repository. In this particular GitHub repository, day 15, I have updated all the step-by-step process. Please, we are going to create using this one. Okay. Now, first thing is we have to create a AWS VPC. That is VPCA in North Virginia, US East 1. Okay. Now, I logged into that AWS account. Now, I'm going here, search with VPC. Okay. Now, if you see here, I'm in North Virginia. If you observe here, 1 second, it is loading. Okay. If you see here, I'm in North Virginia. North Virginia means it is the North Virginia I'm using. Okay. In this particular North Virginia, if you observe here, this is the default one. I'm giving here default. Okay. Fine. Now, what we need to do, right? We have to create a VPC. Okay, for that one, right? We have to give the VPC name is VPC-A. You may ask question, Murli, why do we require to set up peering? See, some use cases, right? Let's take an example. You are working on one of the organization. Inside the organization, we have different products. Okay, different products having different environments. Dev, QA, UAT, prod, pre-prod. But in case if they wanted to set up the communication between dev to dev, okay, dev to QA, QA to QA, UAT to UAT, prod to prod. So during that time, we will be use the VPC peering. Okay. One of the ways VPC peering, we have another option. We can use transit gateway, transit VPC. Okay, and also recently came Cloud WAN as well. But at least basic idea you should require. So majority of the organizations, right, if they have a small VPCs, small VPCs means less VPCs, they will be use the VPC peering. Okay, now I'm giving here VPC. Okay, I'm giving VPC. The range is 10.0.0. Okay, earlier I shown, right? Okay, go here. Here Go to, I'm in North Virginia, create a VPC. I'm giving the VPC name is VPC-A, and here it is asking that IPv4. I'm giving here 10.0.0/16. Okay, and I'm selecting the tenancy is default one. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Now create a VPC. Fine. Now we have created the VPC. I'm in North Virginia. Remember, guys. Okay. Now we have created VPC. We already discussed, right? When you create the VPC, it will be create the VPC ID, state, whether we enable DNS host name or not. Okay, everything, whether it tenancy, what the CADR range, we can see everything. Okay, and also remember again, I'm telling when you create the VPC default, it will create the main route table, main NACL, and also security group. It will be create. Okay, and also default DHCP also it will be create. Fine. Now we need to first step VPC completed, right? Now we need to create the subnet. Okay, go here. What is the subnet name? The subnet name we are giving VPC public 1A. Okay, VPC public 1A. Now go here, create here, and select the particular VPC, and you can give that. Remember, when you are creating, right, you have to give under this particular CADR range only, the particular subnet range. Okay. If you let's take example, you have given that VPC CADR 10 series, but if you are trying to add it so 172 series, 192 series, it won't work. Okay. Now I'm giving here 1 year, and here what is that? I can go here. I'm giving this 10.0.0. Okay, I can give it here. Now fine. Now create a subnet. Now if you see here, it is created. Now what we need to do, right? This is a public subnet, right? Go to actions, edit subnets. Just enable this auto in public IPv4. Okay, because if you the particular subnets, public subnets, we required public IP, right? For that one, right, you have to enable subnet level so that it will automatically assign the public IP. Okay, fine. Now it is fine, right? Now what you have to do? Now we need to create the internet gateway. Then gateway name is VPC IGW. Remember, internet gateway shortcut name is IGW. Okay, here we have internet gateways. Okay, create an internet gateway. Now you can give it here. Then create internet gateway. Now go to the actions, attach to VPC. Now we can select the specific VPC. Okay, now I have attached it. Now if you see here, we have attached the particular internet gateway to the VPC. Okay, fine. Now what is the next step? Next step, we have to create the VPC route table, and we have to attach the particular public subnet. Okay, for that one, right, I'm going to give this VPC route table. Okay, now you can go to here, route table. As I said, right, by default, it will create the default route table, but we won't use. We are going to create the new one. Okay, create a route table. Select this one, VPCA, and create a route table. Okay, now we need to associate it. Here we have option at subnet association, edit subnet association. You can add it that particular public one. Okay, earlier I shown, right? I shown different app data, public, private, right? But in our case, right, to set up the VPC peering, I'm showcasing only for public subnet. So whether it is communicating or not, same process. If you have a multiple, you have to do same process only. Multiple subnets, you have to do same process only. Okay, understand? Fine. This part is completed. I have updated, added the particular subnets. Now coming to that, one more VPC. The VPC name is VPCB. Okay, VPC name is VPCB. Go to here, create a VPC. You can give the VPCB. Okay, and here you have to give the range. What is the range? 192.168.0.0/16. Okay, you can give it here, and here tenancy is same, and you can create a VPC. Now, if you see here, we have created VPC. This is the ID. This is the main route table, main NACL, everything. Now we can go to the subnets. You have to create the subnet as well. The name is VPCB subnet, and we have to give that particular range. Okay, select this. Select the VPCB, and here you have to give the name of the subnet. You can give it here, which available zone. I'm selecting the 1A, and here we have to give that specific CADR range. What I'm giving here, right, 192.168.1.0/24. Sorry, 192.168.0.1. sorry, 1.0, 1.0/24. Okay, same, right? 192.64. Okay, 256 IPs will come. 5 IPs already reserved, so you will get 251. Create a subnet. Now, if you see here, we have created. Now we have to enabling that AutoSN IP. Select the specific subnet and go to the edit subnet settings. Enable the AutoSN public IP because this subnet we are considered as a public layer. That's why. Okay, fine. Now what you have to do? Go to route table. Before going to route table, right? You have to add it. Okay. Now create internet gateway. Now I'm giving that. Giving VPC IGW. Okay. Now we see here we have internet gateway, create internet gateway, and you can give it here and create an internet gateway. Now we have created, now we have to attach to that particular VPC. Here we have a VPC select that, we can attach it. Remember, one IGW can attach only one VPC and one VPC can allow to attach only one IGW. Okay, fine. Now what you have to do, right? You have to create the route table. Before going to create, I'm going to create the route table. Route table name is VPC route table, and we have to attach that particular subnet 1A. Okay, now we can create here, and we can give it and select that one VPCB and create a route table. Okay, now here you can select the subnet associations. Here you can select the particular subnet. And one more thing, in this particular VPCA and VPCA route table and VPC route table, right? You have to add the inbound rule route 0.0 to 0.02 internet gateway. Okay, internet gateway, you have to attach it. Okay, remember this point. Okay, I have attached it for VPCB and also I need to attach for VPCA as well. Okay, VPCA, edit routes, and you have to give it here 0.0. Okay, now you can see it here, select that, save changes. Okay, done. Now if you see here, we have created routed. Now we need to create the peering. Before going to create, right, what I'm going to do, right, I'll be launch the two EC2 instances with the two different VPCs. Okay, now if you see here, I'm going here, EC2. Okay, here I'm creating the two EC2 instances. One is VPCA and one is VPCB. So then I will show you like how exactly whether it is working or not. Okay. Okay. Now I can create a launch instance. I'm giving here right VPCA server. So easy to identify purpose. I'm giving this VPCA server. Okay. Now you can select the Amazon Linux, and here this is fine. Okay. And you can give that key pair name. I'm giving here, right? Create a key pair. Now I'm giving here dev-new. Okay. Just I'm giving dev-new. Or else I can give the DevOps. Anything is fine. Okay. Key pair anything is fine. I'm creating that PEM file. You have to create it. It is downloaded that PEM file, and please be save it securely. Okay. Once you lost it, you can't regenerate this one. Okay. Edit. And here you have to select the VPCA. And here we have only one subnet, that is a public subnet I have selected. And here, if you observe here, we already enabling our subnet level, right? Auto assign, that's why it is showing the enable. And here you can give the default one. Okay, default one you can give it. And if it's come down, this is the fine. I'm creating that VPCA server. Okay, launch instance. Now if it's here, it is launching the EC2 instance. Okay, now we can keep it this beside VPCA, and also we need to create another server, that is a VPCB. Okay. Okay, if you see here, we created VPCA. Now I'm going to create the VPCB server as well. Launch instance. You can give it here, VPCB server. Okay. Now you can come down. Amazon Linux I have selected T2.microfile. Okay. For testing purpose, T2.microfile. Okay, remember. Okay. Fine. Now you can come here. You can select the DevOps. Okay. Now here you have to select that particular one. I'm selecting here VPC B. The subnets we have only one, right? That is fine. If you have multiple, you have to select the specific subnet, okay? And if you see here also AutoScan IP is enabled, and here I'm selecting that default VPC, okay? Default select it. But real time, right, we will create a separate one. But practice purpose, you can give the default one and you can enable the port number, okay? Now I'm launching this instance. Now, if you see here, we have launched two instances. One instances in VPCA, and second instance we have created VPCP. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here, right? I'm trying to connect this one. Okay. Copy this public IP. Okay. Copy this public IP. Okay. Go to that downloads. Okay. Here you can open CMD. Okay. You can open the CMD and here you can give it SSH-I DevOps, and you can give the username @ public IP. Okay. Then enter. Now, if you see here, we have enter, right? But I'm not able to connect. The reason is this particular whatever we have security group, right? Select the security group. And if you see here we have a default security group. Inside the default security group, we haven't enabled the port number. Go to the inbound rules, edit inbound rules. Okay. And add. If you see here, you have to enabling the SSH port number, SSH to the I'm giving anywhere 0.0, but it is not recommended. We always give the specific CADR range. Okay, fine. Now it is we don't have any client VPN, right? That's why I'm giving that. Okay, if you see here, after enabling that SSH port number 22 for Linux, so I'm able to connect. You can give the yes. Now, if you see here, I'm connected this server. Now, what I'm doing here, right? I'm going to the root. Okay. Now you can see it here. Fine. Now what I'm doing here, right? I'm giving that name is VPCS server. So if you have to be understand this, right? That's why I'm giving the VPCS server. I'm selecting one more thing. I'm going to that downloads SSH-I DevOps. Okay. DevOps.spam EC2-user @ and same thing you have to log in that specific VPCB also. Go to here. And here also first you have to be enabling port number 22 because we selected default one, right? The default one only not allowed entire one. Okay. Now you can go here. This is the default VPC for VPC. Sorry, default security group for VPCB. Okay. Now go to the inbound rule. Here, if you see here, by default it's enabled for only same security group, but we need to enable outside, right? Add rule. And you can select here SSH. SSH, you have to give the anywhere. You can give anywhere for practice purpose, but in real time, right? You'll give the CADR range of the particular client VPN. Okay. Example 10.0.0.0/8. Okay. But now you can go here, select this, take the public IP, and here you can give that. Now, if you observe here, I'm able to connect that particular VPCB server as well. Okay. Now I'm able to. Now, if you see here, I'm giving from VPCA, I'm giving, okay, you can give it this name also VPCB so that you won't be confused. VPCB server. Okay. Now from VPCA, okay, I'm trying to use ping command whether I have access for VPCB. As I said, right, by default, both VPCs, any resources created, different VPCs, both are isolated. But I'm trying to check it whether it is working or not. As I said, okay, just copy of VPCB private IP, can ping it here. Now, if you see here, it is not pinging. It means we don't have access for from VPCA to VPCB. Now, what you have to do, right? We have to set up the connectivity. For that one, you have to use peering. Okay, we have to use the peering. Okay, for that one, right? You can create a VPCA to VPCB peering, and then we have to do the specific step-by-step process. Okay. Now, for that one, right? What you have to do? Come down. You can go here. VPCA to VPCB. For here, go to the AWS account. Here we have in VPC. In VPC, we have option like here, come down, peering connection. Select this one. Okay, here you have to give the create a peering connection. I'm giving from VPC A to VPC B. I'm set up in the VPC peering. Okay, for that one, right? First, you have to select the VPC A. If you see here, you have to select the VPC A. VPC A CADR is 10.0.0/16. Okay, and where VPC is there, same AWS account or different AWS account, same AWS account, or same region or different region. In our case, the same region, right? Select the same region, and here you can get the VPCB. Remember, if you are planning to, if you are setting the VPC peering, this VPCA and VPCB, okay, both should be different CADR ranges. If you have same CADR range, right, it won't be support. As I said in theory part, right, VPC peering, it won't be support the overlapping CADR ranges. Okay, not only VPC peering, even transitive, everything. That's why when you are creating any VPCs, you have to maintain the confluence page. Inside the confluence page, you have to update all the CADR ranges so that if anyone creating a new VPCs, they can refer that particular confluence page, and then they will be choose the different CADR ranges so that in future it won't be conflict. Okay, fine. 10.162. Now you can create a peering connection. Create a peering connection. Now it means like, now it is fine. If you observe here, it is created the peering connection. Now it is showing like pending acceptance. Before going to do that, accept this one. Okay. Now if you see here, requester owner, who requested, okay, acceptor owner, because request and acceptor both are same one, right? It means intra-region VPC peering. Intra-region means, sorry, inter-region VPC peering, right? So inter-region VPC peering means like it is same region only, right? Same account we set up in. Okay, this is the VPC peering connection ARN, and here if you see here peering connection ID, this is the ID. Okay, then requester VPC who did and acceptor VPC who will be accept this one. If you observe here VPC A to VPC B, we are set up in the peering connection. Okay, and also you can check it here, status pending acceptance by specific account who needs to be accepted. Okay, what is the requested CADR? CADR request is 10.100, 10.0, and acceptor CADR, right? Until accepting, you can able to see it. And expire, when it will be expired, it will be expired August 28, 2024. If you are not, approve it. Okay, which region? Acceptor region. Request region is North Virginia. Acceptor region also North Virginia. Same, right? Now you can check it everything here. Route tables, you can see it. Currently, we don't have anything. Tax. Now, what you have to do, right? Here, same region, right? So what you have to do is select this particular one. Same region we have created, select that one, go to the action. Here we have option whether you want to be accept the request or whether you want to be reject the request. Whatever is set up the peering, right? You have to review it. Then if you want to be accept the request, you can do that one. If you want to reject one, you can do that one. Anything's fine. Currently, I'm doing the accept request. One thing you have to remember, once you set up, right, it will be, I think, 1 week. Okay, after 1 week, automatically, the particular one, it will be expired. Okay, now I'm doing accept request, click that, and now you have to review this, what exactly, which CADR range, everything. Now, then you can click the accept request. Now, if you see here, it is accepted. Now it is showing that active. Now, what has happened? Currently, just we have created the peering, but we haven't updated this peering details in route table. Until if you're not enabling declaring route table, you don't have option. I mean, you don't have access for VPC A to VPCB and VPCB to VPCA, vice versa. Okay. Now we have created peering connection. Now we can go with the documentation we have created, and also we have accepted that peering connection. Now what you have to do, right? We have to update the route table in both VPCs to allow traffic to the other VPCs. Example, in VPCA route table, right? We have to give the VPCB route table CADR range, and you have to choose the VPCA VPCB peering connection. Okay, now I will show you that one, how exactly, what exactly. Okay, so for that one, right, first go with the VPCA route table. Okay, here we have a route tables. Okay, now if you see here, we have a VPCA route table. The VPCA route table is 10.0.0 series, right? Now what you have to do, right? Go to the routes, edit routes, and here you have to give the destination. You have to give the 10.168.0.0/16. It means, right, any traffic is going through 192 series, 192.168, it will go to the peering. If you see here, you can come here, peering connection. Here we have a peering connection. Here you have to select the which peering. We have set up, right? VPCA to VPCB peering, select this one. It means what is the meaning of this one? If any traffic this particular route table, we attach subnets, right? Whatever subnet we attach, any traffic, it is going to 192.168, it will go through peering connection. It means it will allow from one VPC to another VPC. As I said, right, if you have any 10.0.0 series, it will go to the local. Okay, if you have except 10.0.0 series, if anything, it will go to the internet. But again, we declare 192, right? 192.168 means it will go to the peering connection. Okay, except this 10 series, 192, remaining everything go to the internet only. Okay, clear, right? Now you can save the changes. Remember, guys, here we have only one VPC route table. But in real time, right? Earlier I shown, right? We have a VPC public route table, VPC private route table, right? For both, you have to update same. In case if you have a available zone level, will be create VPCA route table 1A, route table 1B, route table 1C, like that, and we will be attached 1A related subnets, app data private subnets, 1B related app data private subnet, we will be attached everything, right? So depends on use cases. If you have multiple VPC route tables for one VPC, you have to add all same like this only. Okay, you have to add it the particular routes. Okay, understand that? Now it is accepted. Now I'm trying to get it here. Now you can try here. Now I'm trying here. Now still I'm seeing that not able to connect it. So what you have to do, right? Only setuping one way, it won't work. You have to set up VPC B as well. Now so far we set up VPC A. That is fine. Now we have added that particular routes to the peering. Okay. Now what you have to do, right? You have to set up for VPC B as well. Now you can come here in VPC B route table. You can add the VPC CDR block to VPC A, VPC B peering connection. So you can select this one, 10 series. Okay, go to route table. Okay, go to route table. Here you have to select the VPCB. VPCB is 192.168 series, right? Go to the routes. You can click the edit routes, and here I'm giving that this one 10.0.0, and here you have to select the peering connection. Okay, now you have to select here specific VPCA to VPCB. Now you can click the save changes. Now if you see here, now we have set up, we have added both VPCA and VPC route table. Remember, again, I am telling in real time, we have a VPCA public route table, VPCB public private route table. Okay, same, you have to add it public and private for this one only. Okay, fine, same process. Okay, currently why I'm choosing simple way, you will be understanding easily VPCA, okay, VPCB, so that if any complicated one also, you can easily add it. Okay, same process, you can add it. Okay, if you showcase, right, public private app data subnets, and I'm showcasing this one, right, you may little bit you may think like, oh, okay, this little bit tricky. That's why I'm showcasing simple VPCA VPCB with two different CAD ranges. One is 10 series, one is 192 series. But in real time, right, mostly will be used only 10 series. Okay, all the VPC dev QA UAT prop report everything we have only 10 series only. But I'm showcasing different because you will be understanding more idea. You will be understanding more idea on this one. Okay, that's why. Okay, fine. Now we have done that one. Now you can go to the documentation. We already launched the EC2 instances. We need to update the security group, inbound rule, both ICMP, allow traffic. For that one, right, what you have to do? Okay, now we set up, right? Now you can go here and do it. Still, it is showing that not able to connect. What you have to do, right? If you want to be use ping command, you have to enable the ICMP port number. Okay, for that one, go to the VPCA server. Go to the security group. This is the VPCA server security group. Okay, now you can go to the edit inbound rules. Okay, here you can go here. Now you can go here. Now I'm selecting here TCMP, ICMP selected. I'm giving all traffic. Okay. If you, I mean, remember ICMP, if you are not enabling ICMP, right, ping won't work. Okay. You can save the changes. Same thing you can do for VPCB security group. This is the VPCB security group. Edit inbound rules. And here you can add it. And here I'm selecting the all ICMP. You can give it here anywhere. Okay. Now select here. Now, if you go and check it here, right? Now, if you go and check it here, right, you can able to access it. Understand, right? From VPCA to VPCB, I'm able to access. I'm getting ping. It is working. Okay. Same thing. You can go with the VPCB server. You can search with ping command. Okay. You can search with ping. and go to the VPCA private IP. Okay. Select this private IP. Okay. Copy this 10 series one private IP. When you are doing ping, right? Always we will do the private IP only. Okay. Fine. If you see here, we have access for that one. Understand it? This is the process of setuping VPCA to VPCB peering. Okay. Understand or can I repeat? Intra-region VPC peering. Intra means same regions. Intra means same region with the same account. It means like same regions. If you see here, single region, we have a multiple VPCs, VPC and VPCB. We are setting the peering. Here, one of the most important question in interview level, and also you should be aware of. Remember, we have two different VPCs in an organization. Dev, QA, UAT, product report, one product. Another product, we have a Dev, QA, UAT, product report. In case one product needs to be communicate another product, right? Another product, any services. So example, dev to dev, you have to set up the dev to dev connectivity. So for that one, what we'll do, right? We can use the peering and we can set up a dev to another dev, example 10 series to 192 series. Some use cases, right? Dev to dev, both having a 10 series only with a different CAD ranges. Again, I'm telling VPC peering, it won't be work overlapping CAD ranges. So we have to be careful. That's why in the organization level, we always follow documentation, conference page, and we'll be update all the CAD ranges for different accounts, Dev, QA, UAT, product report. If anyone creating a new VPC, they will be refer that documentation and then they will be choose the different CAD ranges so that it won't be overlapping. Okay, understand, right? These are one of the most important interview level. They will ask question, hey, we have a different VPCs. Okay, as we know, like two different VPCs are isolated, don't have any authentication. I mean, access, connectivity. So how do you set up? There are multiple ways to set up. One is peering, VPC peering, transit gateway, cloud WAN, and also transit VPC. But you can tell them like, hey, we can set up using the VPC peering. Okay. And one more thing, as I said, VPC peering is one-to-one only. It means VPC and VPCB, it is one-to-one. Okay. And again, if you want to be set up VPCA to VPCC, you have to set up again. Okay. That is the one drawback. But if any organizations, they have less VPCs, right? They will be follow VPC peering only instead of using the transit gateway, transit VPC or cloud WAN. Okay. Clear, right? Any questions now? No, right? Now we are going to discussing about how do we delete the intra-region VPC peering setup, whatever we did earlier, right? So how do we delete it? Okay, let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. Why do we require to delete? Because once we set up, right, we have to delete, otherwise it will be charged, right? So we don't want to waste it. Okay. So if you're not deleting, right, what will happen after it will be, I mean, AWS will be increased. So account will be automatically deactivated if you're not paying. That's why we have to be clean up. Okay. Delete means is nothing but clean up. How do we do? For that one, right? First you have to be delete the servers. So remember VPC and VPC we have created, right? First you have to delete the servers. Now what I'm doing here, right? I'm deleting the VPC server. If you go here and terminate, okay. If you're not deleting the server, right, what will happen? If you're trying to delete the VPC, it won't be deleted because the dependency, right? The particular server is created a specific VPC. Until delete this particular server, you can't delete it. Delete the VPC. Okay. Now, if you see here, I'm deleting the VPC server. I'm deleting the VPCB server. Terminate this. Okay. Now you can check it here. Now we have deleted here. If you see here, still it deleting. Now what I'm doing here, right? Next one, you have to go to that. You have to go to the VPC. Here we have a VPC. Go to the VPCs. Here you can select that VPC. Before going to delete a VPC, right? You have to delete the peering as well. For that one, go to here peering connection. Select this particular peering connection. Go to the actions. Go to the delete peering connection. Okay. Here, when you are deleting this, right? It is asking whether you want to be delete route table entries as well. Route table entries we have added, right, manually, that 10 series, 192 series and 100 series, whether you want to be delete or shall I don't delete the particular route tables. Okay. Usually it is recommended to delete, but sometimes there are some use cases you can keep it. Just what I'm doing here, right? I'm not deleting that route tables. So what will happen? Let's see inside the route table. Okay, just I'm deleting the peering only. So you can give it here, delete. Okay, you can give it here, delete. Now if you see here, go to the delete. Now it is deleting. Okay, now if you see here, we have it is deleted the particular peering. Now once you delete this one, right? This particular whatever created peering, right? It will be around 30 to 1 hour. Still it will be here only. Later it will automatically permanently it will be deleted. Okay, now fine. Now what you have to do? Now we have deleted this one. That is fine. Now go to the route tables. Okay. For VPC route table, I'm going here and go to the routes. Now, if we see here, edit routes. Now, if we see here, 1 second, still not yet deleted. Give me 1 second. We have to refresh this. Okay, I have refreshed that one. We have deleted that VPC peering. Now we go to the route associate. Now, if you see here, it is showing the backhaul. Backhaul is nothing but whatever is set up, right? This particular peering might not be there. Not only peering, anything, IGW or something. If you see here, black hole is nothing but this whatever is set up, it is not available. Example, I have deleted peering, but still it is pointing. I mean, we have a deleted route table, right? That's why it is showing the black hole. Okay, now what you have to do, right? Edit and you have to delete this one. Okay, instead of deleting, coming to this particular route table and deleting, right? You can directly, when you are deleting that peering connection, there it is asking that do I want to delete the route table as well, a route table entries. If you select yes, it will automatically delete. But I want to show you this error. That's why, I mean, I want to show you this one. That's why I haven't deleted when you are deleting the peering connection. Okay, now I have updated. Now we have to do right VPC peering as well, route table as well. Go to the routes, go to edits. Now here also same, remove, save changes. Okay, now we have deleted server. If you see here, server is terminated, both VPC and VPC. And also we have deleted the peering connection, and also we have deleted the route table. We have deleted the routes inside the route table as well. Now what I'm doing here, right? Okay. Now we have deleted everything span. Remember, when you clean up, right, you have to delete only servers and then you have to delete the peering. In case if you want to delete the entire one, okay, what you have to do, right? Go to the your VPCs, we go to the VPCB, go to the actions, delete this one. Now, if you see here, it will be delete all whatever we created. We have created internet gateway. We have created 2 route tables, 1 route table and 1 subnet. Everything will be delete. One thing in real time, don't confuse. If someone is asking you, hey, can you please delete the peering what we set up? Just you have to come here. You have to delete this one. Okay, whatever we gave the entries inside the route table, right? You have to delete that one, not deleting the VPC. But in our case, right, for practicing purpose, I'm deleting the VPC because we don't require VPCB. That's why I'm deleting. But in real time, if someone is asking, hey, recently we set up VPC peering. Okay, can you please delete that VPC peering? So for that one, right, you have to come to peering connection. You have to delete this one. And then if any entries we have added this particular VPC peering one, example, we have added 192.168 series for VPC here route table. Okay, VPCB route table, we have added 10.0.0/16, right? So those entries you have to delete it. Remember, apart from that, don't delete VPC. But our case is just our practice is completed. That's why I have deleted VPCB. Okay, understand, right? Any questions? Still, I'm keeping that VPC here. So for further purpose, we can, I mean, we also need to discuss, right, intra-region VPC peering for with the different accounts. For that one, it will be useful. That's why I'm still keeping. Okay, understand, right? Any questions? Now we are going to discussing about intra-region VPC peering for different AWS account. How do we set up intra-region? Intra is nothing but same region with its 2 different AWS accounts. Okay, let's see the demo. Before going to see the demo, let's see the diagram so that you will get some idea what exactly how we are going to set up. Okay, what are the components will be involved, everything will be understand. Earlier we saw, right, intra-region VPC peering with the same account. So even if a different account also, process is same only. Just only one change is when you are creating the peering, right? You have to go to the destination, you have to accept it. Okay, let's see it. Let's take example, you have 2 different AWS account 1 and account 2. Okay, clear, right? Now, in account 1, we have a North Virginia, account 2 also we have a North Virginia, because we are going to set up for intra. Intra means same region. Two different accounts, we have a same regions only. Okay. Now, in account one, we have a VPCA, the range is 10 series, and inside the VPCA, we have a subnet and we'll be launch the one EC2 instance. Okay. Now, in account two, we have a VPCB, the range is 192.168 series. And we'll be create one public subnet and we'll be launch one EC2 instance. Usually, account one and account two, any VPCs by default isolated, right? We don't have any communication. So what we have to do? Using peering connection. One of the way is using peering connection, we can set up the connectivity between VPC and VPCB. We can set up the connectivity between VPC and VPCB. Okay. Now we will be test the connection. We already having EC2 and we already having EC2 both AWS account under the VPC. So now we will be test the connection using ping command. If it is working ping command, right? It means like two different AWS accounts. Okay, with two different VPCs having the connectivity. Okay, clear, right? Let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. For that one, we have a two different AWS accounts in Google Chrome, right? This is the account one. If you see here, account one, and also Firefox, we have a account two. Okay, now what you have to do, right? We have to create the one by one process. For that one, right? We have a documentation as well. Go to here. Here we have a documentation. If you see here, day 16, right? Set up intra-region VPC peering. Okay, here you can see the step-by-step process. First, in account one, what you have to do, right? You have to create the VPCA. What you have to do? We have to create the VPCA. Now, what I'm doing here, right? I'm going to the account one and go to the VPC. Okay, can go to the VPC here. In this particular VPC, right? We have to create a VPCA and account one, then we will be create the VPCB for account. Okay, go to your VPCs. If you see here, currently we don't have. Create a VPC. You can give the VPCA, and here IPv4 you have to give it. Now here we are giving that 10.0.0.0/16. Okay, and here you can give the tenancy is default. Okay, you can create a VPC. Now if you observe here, we have created the VPCA. As we said, right, it will be create the VPC ID, and also when you create the VPC, by default, it will be the route table and also network ACL and also default security group also, it will be create. Okay, VPC created, done. Now what you have to do, the second step is, you have to create the public subnet. The name is VPCA pub subnet 1 year. Okay, fine. Now what I'm doing here, right, go to the subnets, create a subnet. Okay, here you can select the VPCA. And here you can select the particular name, and here I'm selecting the 1 year. If you see here in the particular region, right, we have selected North Virginia. That's why we have 6 available zones, 1A to 1F. Okay, now here it is asking the CADR range. What is the CADR range? Here I given the 10.0.1/24. So it means you will get 256 IPs. In this particular 256 IPs, right? If I already reserved, it means 251 will be create. Okay, it will be available. Create a subnet. Now you can see here, right? It is created. Now what you have to do, right? This particular subnet, select that and go to the action, go to the edit subnets. You have to enable auto send public IP, IPv4. Okay, select that, save changes. Now we have created this. Okay, now what you have to do, create an internet gateway. You can give the VPC IGW. Okay, go to the internet gateway, create a internet gateway, select that, give the name and create an internet gateway. Now if you see here, it is generated internet ID, and here it is showing the detached. Now go to the actions, go to attach VPC, select the particular VPC. Remember guys, one VPC, we can attach only one internet gateway. Same, one internet gateway can attach only one VPC. Same vice versa. Okay, now we have attached it. Now we need to create the route table. Here route table name is, you have to give the VPCA public route table, VPCA route table. Okay, then what we will do, right? We will be associate this particular subnet 1 year, and also we will give the route entry for internet gateway. Okay, create a route table, give the route table, select the VPC. Now you can create it here. Okay, Now, if you see here, it is created. You can go to the route table. If you see here, here it is created. Remember one thing, by default, it will be create the main route table, but we always create a custom route table. Okay. Now go to the routes, edit routes. Here I'm giving that because this is the internet route table, right? Internet purpose, right? That's why I'm attaching the internet gateway. Okay. For 0.0 internet gateway. It means, right, any 10 dot series internally to local means internally it will be communicate. Apart from that, everything it will go to the internet gateway. Okay, save changes. Fine. Now go to the subnet association, edit subnet association. Here we have only one subnet. I'm save associate. It means, right, whatever I attach this particular route table, example 1A, I already given that 0.0 internet gateway. It means these subnets having the internet access. Okay, clear. Now what you have to do, right? This part is completed. Go here. This part is completed. Now what you have to do? Go to the another account. That is a Firefox account. Okay, go to here. This is the account and come to VPC dashboard. Go to the create a VPCB and go to VPC. You have to give the VPCB. If you see here, North Virginia only different account. Okay. Now I'm giving here, and also you can come here IPv4 manual, and you can give the CADR ranges 192.168. 192.168. Currently, we don't record any IPv6 CADR block. And if you see the tendency, right, we have default and dedicate. We always use the default only. Okay, we won't use the dedicate because dedicate is more costly. That's why we always choose the default. Tendency is default only. Okay, fine. Create a VPC B. If you observe here, we are in account 2. Now you can main route table and also main and network ACL we have. It will be created, and also DHCP is created when you create the VPC. Okay. Now what you have to do, go to the subnets and you have to create the subnet. Subnet name is VPCB public subnet 1A, and you have to give the CADR range. Okay. On second. Yeah, create a subnet. Select the specific VPC. If you see here, the associated CADR range is 192. So it means if you are giving subnet CADR range also, it should be under 192.168 only. Okay, I'm selecting the 1 year, and if you see here we have a CADR, and then you have to give the subnet CADR block. Okay, for that one, go to here, and you can give that this one. Okay, now you can give this CADR, and you can create a subnet. Okay. Now you need to enabling auto assign because this particular subnet we are considering as a internet facing public subnet. That's why we need to enable auto assign public AP. If you are not enabling this one, right, it won't be assigned the public AP. Remember, okay? So now we done this here. Now what we have to do, right? We have to go to the route table, internet gateway, and we have to create the internet gateway. The internet gateway name is VPCB-IGW. IGW is nothing but internet gateway. Remember, guys, we are creating the internet gateway and attaching to the VPCB. Okay, create internet gateway, and you can select this, create internet gateway. Now, if you see here, this is the internet gateway ID currently we not attached. What you have to do, go to the action, attach to VPC. You can select the VPCB here, attach internet gateway. Okay, now it is done. Now, what you have to do, go to the route table, and you have to create the route table. You see here, the route table name is VPCB route table, and we have to associate this particular subnet, and also you have to give the routes internet gateway. Okay, create a route table, give that name, and also you have to select the particular VPC I have selected, and you can create this route table. And if you see here, this created, we have created VPC route table. Now what you have to do, go to the subnet association. You have to associate the particular subnet, and then now I'm going to add the routes. Okay, here in routes option, right? Edit routes. If we see here 192 series, any 192.168 series, it will go to the local. If other than 192 series, if anything, it will go to the internet. Okay. Now I'm giving 0.0. Select the internet gateway and select the internet gateway. Okay. VPCB IGW. Now if you see here, we have created. Fine. Any questions here? Now this part is completed. Both VPCA and VPCB, we have created VPCA one subnet and also route table, and also we have associated, and we also declared the particular route. Okay, fine. Now what you have to do? You have to create the peering. For that one, right? I'm giving the name is VPC to VPCB peering. It means like I'm creating from account 1 to account 2. What is the account 1? This is the account 1. So now what I'm going to do, right? You can come down here. We have a peering connection. Click this one. You can create a peering connection. Now you can give the name VPC to VPCB. Here you have to select the VPCA. Okay, now I have selected. If you observe here, our VPC is 10 series. Okay, it means like 10.0.0. It means like in VPCB, right? It should not be same CADR. Okay, remember one thing, any peering connection, not only VPC peering, transit VPC, transit gateway, and also we have recently came cloud WAN also. Okay, if you have any overlapping CADR, you can't able to set up the peering connection. Okay, and if you see here we have my account. Okay, and this my account or another account you have to select, and you have to give the account number. What is the account number? Go to the Firefox. Here we have account number. Copy this account number. Okay, you can paste it here, and here it is asking us this region, same region, US East one or another region. This is the same region on right. Other account also same region. You have to provide the acceptor, means you have to provide the account to VPC ID. Okay, this is the account to right. You can go to the VPC, and we created VPC B. You can copy that VPC ID. You can paste it here. Okay, fine. Now what you have to do? Create a peering connection. Now it will be create the peering connection. If you observe here, we have created a peering connection. This is the requester owner. Who is the owner of this one? It means current account, and acceptor owner. Acceptor is nothing but different account, right? This is the different account, account 2. Account if you see here, 5332. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Now, if you see here, this is the ARN of the particular VPC. And if you see here, this is the peering connection ID, and also requester. Requester is VPCA, acceptor is VPCB. VPCB, where exactly it is there? It is in different AWS account. Okay. And you can see it here, it is showing the pending acceptance by which account. This is the account, it is pending acceptance. Okay. Requester CADR is 10 series, 10.0.0/16. Acceptor after apply only, you can able to see it here. And when it will expire, it will be expire August 29. If you not accept this one, right, it will be expire automatically. And you can see the requester region, you can North Virginia, acceptor region is North Virginia only. Now, if you see here, if you want to be delete, you can do that. But if you see here, we don't have option to accept or reject. The reason is this, we have set up from one account to another account. So in destination account only, destination is nothing but account two only you have to accept. Okay, for that one, right, you can come down. Here we have peering connection. If you see here, you can able to see this one. Now I'm giving this name is VPC P2 VPCA peering. Okay. Okay. Now if you see here, now it is showing the pending acceptance. Same before acceptance, first you have to review all the things, and you can go to the actions, go to the accept request. Now you can review it here. What is the VPC, acceptor VPC, what is the CADR range, what is the region, which region, acceptor region, requester region, and also account by who is the account, acceptor account, requester account. You can see that one. Okay. Now what you have to do, you can raise the accept request. It means right, it will be accepted. If you see here, it is accepted. Okay, clear, right? Now what you have to do, you can refresh this one. You can it is active, and also you can go to the account 1 also. You can refresh this. You can see the active only. Okay, if you see here, we can see the active only. Understand that? What is the next step? So we have set up that accept the peering connection also, both VPCs. Now what you have to do, go to the VPCA route table, and you have to give the route is 192 series as a VPCB, okay, to the VPCA to VPCB peering connection. So for that one, what you have to do, go to the VPCA route table, where it is in account 1. Okay, in account 1, go to the account 1. This is the account 1. Go to the route tables. Okay, select the specific route table. Go to the routes. Okay, if you see here, currently it is 10.0.0 is account 1. Edit routes, and you can give that destination account. What is the destination account? You can go to here 192, right? 192 VPCB యొక్క CADR range. Okay, VPCB CADR range. If you see here, I have given that 192 series. if give any 1922 series, it should be go through the traffic is go to the peering connection. If you see here, I have given a peering connection. I have selected VPC to VPC B peering connection. It means what is the meaning of that one? It means this whatever 0.10 series, it will go to the local. If any 1922 series, right, the traffic will be route through the peering connection. Apart from that, it will go to the internet gateway. If 0.0, right, it will be go to the internet gateway. Now we can save the changes. Fine. Now we have updated at account 1 VPC route table, VPCA route table. Now what you have to do, you can go to the VPCB route table and you can declare that routes as a VPCA and you can set up select the peering. Okay. Now what you have to do, go to the account to go to that route tables. Okay, you can select the VPCB route table and go to that routes, edit routes. Now if you see here 1922 series, currently it will go to the local. If any traffic it will come, it will go to the local, and 0.0 is the it will go to the internet. Okay, but again I'm adding here now 10.0.0 series. It means like 192 it will go to the local, 10. Series it will go to the peering. Okay, we are setting here peering connection. Okay, you can select here. Now apart from these two, right, if anything it will go to the internet gateway. Okay, now you can save the changes. Fine. Now we have done, right? We have done both sides. Now what you have to do? What is the next step? You can launch the EC2 instances, both VPC public subnets, and then we'll be check the connectivity. Before check the connectivity, we can see it. We have to enable ICMP for working on the ping command. So we can do both things. Okay. For that one, right? I'm going to create a VPC and VPCB two servers. Okay. Now we can go to the EC2. Okay, here I'm selecting this. Okay, here you can go to the EC2 and we can launch it as servers. Okay, you can wait for 1 second. Yeah, here in EC2, launch the EC2 instance. Here I'm giving that VPCA server. Okay, you can give any name, but for easy to understanding our lab, right? That's why I'm giving the VPCA server. Okay, now you can select the Amazon Linux. You can go to the Amazon Linux too, and here come down. I'm selecting T2.micro. Free tier is fine, and here we have a key pair. That is the dev key pair. Select that one. Edit networking. You have to select the VPCA. Okay, remember guys, in real time we have a multiple subnets. Okay, if you remember, we discussed customized VPC. Okay, but why I'm choosing only one VPC, right? You can understand easily. If you have multiple subnet, sorry, one subnet. If you have multiple subnets, right, you can easy to understand. That's why I'm choosing sorry. If we have multiple subnet here, right, it will be very difficult to understand when we are showcasing. That's why I have created only one subnet and I'm showcasing. If you understand one subnet, right, if you have a 10 subnets also, it won't be working. Same process. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, right? What I'm doing here. Okay. Here I'm selecting the 1A, subnet 1A, and here I'm giving that create a VPCA HZ. Okay, now I'm giving the VPCA HZ. It means VPCA related security group. Okay, and you have to enable the port number 22. I'm giving the 0.0, but it is not recommended. But practice purpose, I'm giving the 0.0. Okay, remaining part completed. Just launch the instance. I'm launching the instance in account 1. Now we can go with account 2 in Firefox. Go to here. Go to the instances. Here you can launch the instance. Okay, here I'm giving VPCB server. Okay, VPCB server. Now you can come here. You can select the Amazon Linux. You can select Amazon Linux too. Okay, now I'm selecting here. Come down. I'm selecting T2.micro is fine for practice purpose. Here I'm selecting the DevOps. Key pair is DevOps. Here very most important in networking, right? Default it will be the default VPC, but you have to select the customized one, right? That's why you can edit it. Select the VPCB. Okay, now you can select the one A subnet. Okay, if you see here, it is auto assign public IP because when you create the subnet, right, we have enabling that IP. I mean auto assign IP. That's why it is automatically enabling here. Okay, now I'm giving here VPCB HZ. Okay. Now I'm giving VPCB SG. Okay. Now fine. Now if you see here we have SSH and the specific source is 0.0. Okay. Fine. Now you can launch the instance. Now it is launching the instance. If you see here, it is creating one by one. Creating a secret group, launch the instance. Fine. Now it is see here, it is launching the instance, and you can go with account one. You can verify here. Now if you see here, it is the particular server is launched. Okay, it is coming, initializing. Okay, you can take this public IP, copy this public IP. Okay, copy this public IP. Okay, you can go to here. Currently, I'm in downloads option. My PEM file also here only. SSL-9. Okay, dev.pem. EC2FN user. Account one is PEM file is dev.pem. Account to PEM file is DevOps. Okay, remember. Section. Okay, you can go to the VPC. I gave SSH-a dev.pem EC2FN user. You can go the public AP. Okay. Now you can give the yes or no. Now if it's here, it is connected. Okay. We have given the name is VPC server. Okay. Now we go with VPCB server. Now you can give SSH-. What is the PEM file? PEM file is DevOps.pem, right? You can give the DevOps.pem. What is the username? Is user, and you can give the public IP of VPCB server. Okay. Refresh this and go to this. Now you can go to the public IP and you can paste it here. Now I'm connecting using SSH. It is asking yes. Give the yes. Now it will be connected to the VPCB server as well. Okay. Clear, right? Sorry. Now if you see here, this is the clear, right? VPCA and VPCB. Now what I'm doing here, right? I already created a peering and also I have set up the route table as well. Now I'm using ping command. If you see here, I'm using ping command and giving private IP. Now if you see here, what is happening? Now still it is showing like not working. Okay, if you go with the VPCB and you can give that VPCA private IP. Okay, select the VPA server, VPCA server, public private IP. You can give it here. Now still it is showing like not happening. But the reason is if you want to work this ping command, right, you have to enabling the ICMP protocol. Okay, for that one, right, go to the security group. Okay, I'm in account one. Go to the security group. You can open the security group. Okay, here you can edit inbound rule, the particular security group, edit inbound rule, add role, and here I'm giving the all ICMP IPv port. I'm giving the anywhere. Remember, guys, in real time we won't give anywhere. If we say like, hey, in inbound rule we'll give the anywhere, so they can easy to identify. Only application load balancer will give that to HTTP and HTTPS. We will give the anywhere option, but apart from that, everywhere we will give the specific CADR range. Example, your enter CADR range is 10 series, and all VPCs, you can give the 10.0.0/8. Okay, clear, right? Fine, I given that one. Now you can save the changes. Okay. Now we done that. Same thing for go to the account 2 and go to the security group. Okay, edit the security group. Okay. Now here we have a edit inbound rules. R rule, I'm giving the ICMP protocol. Okay, select the ICMP protocol. Okay, give the anywhere and save the changes. Yeah, here ICMP is nothing but Internet Control Message Protocol. Okay, if you want to be work that particular ping command, right, you have to enabling this. But I gave all traffic, all, but it is not required. I given the all sources 0.0. But practice purpose is fine. But in real time, you'll give the specific CADR range only. Okay, in the particular entire network. Okay, fine. Now you can see it here. Now it is pinging. If you observe here, now it is going on. Okay, it means it is working. VPCA, V2 VPCA we have, and also VPCA to VPCB we have. It is working fine. Okay, clear, understand, right? So this is the setup using, intra-region VPC peering with the different AWS accounts. What we did, just recap, we created in account 1, we created VPCA and we created VPCB in account 2, and also we created a public subnet, route table, internet gateway, and we created in account 1 VPCA to VPCB peering, and we gave that same account with a different account and account ID, and also we gave the region is and our VPC added. Then we went to the destination account is nothing but account 2, and we accepted that one, and then we have added the routes for that particular peering, and then we launched the EC2 instance, and also in security group we have enabled the ICMP, because if you want to be work ping command, right, you have to enable in that one. So that one is completed, and then we tested using ping. If you see here, I'm giving here ping command, ping 192. This is the account 1, a VPC server. I'm trying to ping to account 2 VPC related, I mean that particular server. If you see here, it is pinging, it means working fine. Okay, now if you go here in account B also, okay, in VPCB server also you can use the ping command. Again, I'm using ping. Now you can see it here, it is pinging, it means working fine. Okay, understand, right? Any questions? Any questions? No, right? Fine. Here you have to remember one thing, intra-region with same account, different account, almost same only. Only difference is when you are creating a peering connection, right? If you go with the different accounts, you have to accept the destination account. If you go with the same account, right, you don't equate to in the same account only, you have to accept it. That is the only difference. Remaining part all are same only. If you understanding one setup peering connection, you will be understanding whether it is inter-region with same account or different account, inter-region with same account, different account, doesn't matter. You can use it to manage it. Okay, clear, right? Any questions? Now, right? Now we are going to discussing about how to delete or clean up intra-region VPC peering different AWS account. Earlier we set up, right, with the 2 different AWS accounts with the same region. We have set up the VPC peering connection. So now we need to clean up. So how do we do? Let's see. Okay, fine. Let's say the name so that you will get some idea. For that one, right, go to the account 2. First we'll go with account 2. Okay, go to the account 2. Here if you observe here we done that setup. See, one thing you have to remember, for practice, after done the practice, you have to clean up. That is the one thing. Second thing is, you may set up earlier VPC peering, but your manager or team lead came early. Last week we did for peering connection between 2 different accounts, right? So can you please clean up that one? So then what you have to do, right? First, you have to come to this particular peering connection. Okay, here you have to select the specific peering connection, and then you can delete here, delete peering connection. It is asking whether you want to be delete route table entries inside the route table or not. If you select this one, right, when you are deleting peering, it will be automatically deleting particular one. Okay, automatically deleting a particular routes as well. We gave, right, in account 2, we gave 10 series and give the particular one to the peering, right? It will be delete. In case if you want to be deleting manually, you can select don't delete. That is depends on. I'm selecting delete route table. I'm giving here delete. So in account 2, I'm deleting the peering connection. Okay, now it's fine. Now it is deleted. So it is deleted fine. Now what you have to do, right? Go to the account 1 also. Go to the account 1. Go to the account 1. Then what you have to do, right? In account 1, go to the route table. In route table, refresh this. In account 1, you have to go to the route table and you select that. You can go to the routes. If you see here, it is showing the black hole because we have deleted the peering in account 2. So it is deleted in account 1 also, but still in account 1, not deleted the routes. So remember, wherever you are deleting the peering, in that account only, you can able to automatically delete the routes. But opposite account, right, you have to come manually and you have to delete it. So here say, go to the remove and you can give the save changes. Okay, understand it? That is fine. Now what you have to do? Now we have deleted the routes. This is the process of deleting. What you have to, what deleting? Yeah, if you want to be clean up that particular peering connection, you have to do this process. You may ask question, why do we require to delete after setup? Two things. One, in temporarily, we may set up in real time, temporarily, we may set up between two different AWS accounts. Okay. Now the work is completed. We don't require that connectivity between two different AWS accounts with the same region. We don't require the connectivity. So your team leader, manager, or someone they raise the ticket, you can clean up. We are done with my work. You can clean up that one. Then we can delete. We can clean up this one. Okay, fine. This is the process of cleaning up. Now we our practice done, right? We have to delete entire setup, because if you're not deleting, right, what will happen? It will be chargeable for that one, right? What I'm doing, right, in account 2, I'm selected your VPCs, I'm selected the VPC B, go to the actions, delete a VPC 1. Now it is showing like unable to delete. The reason is, right, in this particular VPC, we launched the VPC B server. First, you have to terminate that one, then only you can able to delete this one. For that one, go to the EC2, go to the select the VPCB server, go to the actions, terminate and delete. Okay, delete the server. Okay, now if you see here, we have deleted the server. Remember guys, if they ask you to clean up specific peering connection, okay, you have to delete the particular peering only, don't delete the VPC. Okay, but our case is, our practice is completed, that's why I'm deleting entire setup. Okay, understand it? I'm deleting entire setup, but in real time, you have to delete only peering connection, not entire VPC. Again, I'm telling, you may do the mistake. That's why I'm again telling, if they ask you, someone, your team member ask you, hey, Murli, recently we set up that peering connection. The name is this one. Can you please clean up? So what you have to do, you have to delete the peering connection and you have to remove that entries from route table. That's it. Okay, clear. Now, if you see here, it is terminated. Now you can go to the VPC and you can select this one, actions, go to the delete VPC. Now you can see here, you can able to delete it. Once you select the VPC, right, it will be delete NAT, internet gateway, route table, subnets, security groups, everything will be deleted. Okay, fine. Now I'm giving here delete. You can give the delete. Now it means like it will be delete all the everything. If you see here, everything it is deleted. You can check it here. Okay, understand that? This is the process of cleaning up the specific whatever we done the peering. You may ask question, Murli, why you not deleting primary one? Okay, primary one we required for another class. That's why I'm not deleting. Okay, if you see here, we have a VPCA for setting other. I mean, we have another inter-region VPC peering, right? For that one, we have to set up again VPCA. That's why I'm not deleting. Okay, later I will delete it. Okay, clear, right? Any question? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, Instagram, and also you can join our Telegram group. Okay, thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next video.